Hey everyone, Tim here. Time for another video, and this one's pretty exciting. So yesterday, Dawn of the Discs over on Facebook ended up posting about Kino Lorber reaching a deal with Paramount for 65 new titles to enter the Kino Lorber catalog. That's exciting. Behind me, right up there, not sure if you can see it in frame, but I got a bunch of Kino. I love Kino. I think they've been doing an awesome job with 4K, and they release a lot of movies that just don't get released otherwise onto Blu-ray. Big thumbs up from me. Paramount themselves, the past 2 years, have actually been doing really good cranking out movies that we haven't gotten on Blu-ray, so that's been great. But maybe this deal, we could see some other great stuff, either first time to 4K or first time to Blu-ray in general. That's awesome. So this video, I kind of wanted to go over some stuff that I'm personally hoping for that might be mixed into those 65 titles. And if even some of these happen, I'll be pretty happy. So we'll start this list off with probably my number one hope out of all of this, which I feel it's right in the wheelhouse of Kino. Kino loves to give us stuff that has never come to Blu-ray before. And a title I'm really hoping for is the 1985 movie Summer Rental starring John Candy. This movie is a blast. I can't believe this hasn't come to Blu-ray yet, but it is John Candy playing an air traffic controller for an airport that is just, he's way overworked. He reaches his stress point, has an incident at work, is forced to go on vacation, and I guess he had enough time built up where they take a very long summer vacation to the beach. They get a summer rental, and it's just the story about him and his family and what goes on during this summertime. And a lot of stuff just doesn't go right. John Candy is marvelous in the movie. There is Rip Torn in it, who is an owner of a fishing boat restaurant. And that kind of plays into the story later on. They end up having this big boat chase where John Candy gets to take on the big asshole villain in the movie. It's wonderful. It is a wonderful time, and I really want a Blu-ray for it, so hopefully that's coming. That's definitely my number one hope. But my number two hope also has John Candy, and that would be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Give us a 4K, please. Fingers crossed. If Kino doesn't do the 4K, I'm hoping Paramount themselves has plans, but I really want a Planes, Trains, and Automobiles 4K. So Kino kind of seems like the best hope. I mean, they're the ones that gave us another John Candy classic with Spaceballs in 4K. So if they could give us this in 4K, maybe we can get Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Again, fingers crossed. So let's stick with my 4K hopes for a few of these, and then I'll dive into ones that I'd just be happy with Blu-ray releases. But these ones I'm really hoping for a 4K. So we got 1974's Chinatown with Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. I've never seen this one. Never got around to it. It's supposed to be great. I know the Blu-ray is pretty old, and from what I've seen trailer-wise and picture-wise, it screams 4K to me. It's considered a classic. It kind of just feels like Kino would knock something like that out of the park. So, yes, I would absolutely buy a Chinatown 4K day one. Hopefully that happens. Another one I'm hoping for, and I did see this one, would be 1957's Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. Audrey, I mean, I'm staring right now at a giant statue of her in my room. I love Audrey. She was captivating on screen. I loved her. And her turns in musicals are great. My Fair Lady is just great. So, yes, I would absolutely love Funny Face in 4K. I think that would be great. And again, I think that would fit into the wheelhouse of Kino Lorber. So, make that happen, Kino. Please. Next up on my 4K wish list is the 1985 Harrison Ford classic, Witness. This stars, of course, Harrison Ford, like I said, Kelly McGillis, Danny Glover. Involves Harrison Ford investigating a murder that the witness is an Amish boy. Very, very good. The whole Amish country setting is great. I live only a couple hours away from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is Amish country, and I would love to see this in 4K. I would really love to see a 4K release of this, and I don't know if there's any plans by Paramount or Kino, but here's to hoping, please. Next up is kind of an odd one because Paramount themselves gave us the first and just released the second one, and that's Beverly Hills Cop. So I want Beverly Hills Cop 3 in 4K also. I have zero idea if Paramount intends to. One would hope if you release 1 and 2, you have plans for 3, but 3 is also the most disliked by a pretty considerable margin. I do like 3. I like the whole Disney World-esque setting of it, and I would really love a 4K for it. I mean, complete the damn trilogy. So this is, if Paramount themselves does not have plans, then I really hope Kino will pick that up and release it, because I really want, you can't do 2/3 of the trilogy in 4K and just leave the last one. So please, 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 Beverly Hills Cop 3 in 4K, complete the trilogy. So last up of my specific 4K wish list from this whole deal would be Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events, the 2004 film starring Jim Carrey. I enjoy this one a lot. I wish it didn't bomb, that we didn't get the whole rest of the series, but I enjoy it a lot, and especially in 4K. This movie has crazy visuals that I think would look great in 4K, especially with the HDR popping. Like, this would be a great title, and I feel like it's gained a little bit more love since it's come out. It's a very fun movie. Jim Carrey is great in it. So I don't know if this is something that Kino Lorber would do, but damn, I hope so. If they don't, I hope Paramount themselves has plans, but it does seem kind of like an oddball 4K choice, but I want it. So now we are on the please give us a Blu-ray part of it, where none of these have a Blu-ray. I have written down some really cool titles. Some I've seen, some I haven't. And I would really like a Blu-ray, because a couple of these don't even have a DVD. First up, I'm going to go with 1936's 13 Hours by Air, starring Fred MacMurray. I've never seen this before, and it does not have a Blu-ray, and best I can tell, it does not have a DVD either. I like Fred MacMurray. I've never seen this, so I would absolutely jump on a Blu-ray if this happened. So, come on, Kino. You love classics, so it would be nice to get some of the 30s and 40s stuff that never even made DVD. Next up is 1944's The Hours Before Dawn, starring Veronica Lake and John Sutton. Also, never seen this one. Best I could tell, also not a DVD out there. I think the couple DVDs listed are they look like bootlegs. I can't find like a legitimate picture of the DVD. If there is a DVD out there, I'll have to pick it up so I can at least see it. But I'm hoping for a Blu-ray. This sounds really good. Veronica Lake was gorgeous, so I'm going to go with that. Hopefully it comes. We've gotten quite a bit of older movies first time to Blu-ray from Kino, so maybe. Nicolas Cage, Martin Scorsese, Paul Schrader. Those three people involved in a movie called Bringing Out the Dead, not on Blu-ray. Why? Why exactly? My hope is actually for a Criterion release, because it would be absolutely dead on for Criterion Collection, especially considering the Scorsese stuff that's already in the Criterion Collection. But if that doesn't happen, Kino Lorber, come on, give us a Blu-ray. Like, how does this not have a Blu-ray yet? Sam Raimi has created some of my favorite movies. I mean, I love The Evil Dead. His wheelhouse is mostly horror, but he did a cool little thriller in the 90s called A Simple Plan with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton, only on DVD. So that would be actually perfect for Kino Lorber. That I feel like that would fit perfectly into their catalog. So hopefully that happens. Again, as with all the rest of the stuff, if Kino doesn't do it, hopefully Paramount themselves has plans. But I want it on Blu-ray, so one of the two of you, please make it happen. Got 3 more titles left. I want Coneheads, the SNL-based Dan Aykroyd comedy. It's not on Blu-ray, so that would be really cool. I would love Harriet the Spy, which I have fond memories of from as a child with Michelle Trachtenberg. Really fun kids detective movie. I would really like that. And end this off with 2004's Twisted with Ashley Judd and Sam Jackson. A good little serial killer movie. Never made it to Blu-ray. So there's a lot of stuff that never made it to Blu-ray. It's crazy. 15 years going, and there's so much stuff that never made it to Blu-ray. But hopefully deals like this keep happening with these boutique labels, and we keep getting more. So that's the hope. I just want to keep filling in holes of movies that I've wanted for a long time. Hope it happens. But that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.